mapping techniques and another one is scaling techniques. So very easy concept. So sampling techniques. There are two types of sampling techniques. One is probability sampling technique. Another one is non-probability sampling technique. So previously in the first class we have discussed about. So probability nothing but what? What is meant by probability? Getting of equal chances, right? So while collecting the data, we have two types of data. One is probability, another one is non-probability. If the data is quantitative, then we should have to prefer probability sampling methods. If the data is quantitative research, then we should have to use probability sampling methods. And second one is, if your data is qualitative, if the problem is unknown, then we should have to use non-probability sampling method for qualitative research. Quantitative, you should have to come. First class number teacher. Quantitative nothing but what? Number. How many students are there in the class now? There are 4 students, which we can count. Quantity. How many fingers are there? 10 fingers. Quantity. So number, numeric. Example I said. So filling of feedback. So student faculty feedback. So filling of 10 questions. Excellent. Very good. So these things we have discussed at the earlier classes of research methodology. And now it's a very, very simple concept. So if the data is quantitative, when we can use quantitative? If the problem is known. Yes, I know. Now there are 60 students in the classroom. Now the problem is whether the students are satisfied with the teacher effectiveness. Need to collect. Problem is teaching, right? So in order to know the effectiveness of a teaching, problem it is known, and also I know the students also, right? It is known. So I am going to collect the data from 60 students. It is like a survey method. So a few questions I will go to them and I will collect the data from all the students, and I will come to know whether the students are satisfied or not. I can know with that research, quantitative. So quantitative research, we have two types of methods. Collecting the data, selecting the data. Probability sampling method, non-probability sampling method. So probability which we can use for quantitative, non-probability for qualitative. Now we will see one by one. For probability sampling method, we have 4 types of probability sampling method. One is simple random sampling, another one is system sampling, third one is stratified sampling, and fourth one is clustered sampling. So if you come here, I will show you that image, because here that image got blurred. Here which simple random sampling, just like that, I will collect the data from the students. Each and every student has equal chances. Here we have 60 students. I assume that we have 60 students. So out of the 60 students, without any partiality, so without any customized data, without anything, I am going to collect just like that. I will pick the students. Either it is a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. So each and every student has equal chances, right? So நம்ம எப்படி data collect பண்றது? இப்போ 60 students இருக்காங்க. Because within 1 hour I have to put my data. So I have to collect the data and I have to submit it to the college. So for that, what I have to do? So within some span of seconds, I have to go. Just like that, I will select the people and I collect the data from. For example, you have kept that stalls in front of TRP auditorium. I want to know whether the customers are satisfied with that stalls or not. So I want to collect the data from all the customers who approach you. Just like that, whoever in front of me, I collect the data from the students, customers. Just what I ask, are they product or quality? Are you satisfied with the price? Are you satisfied with the service what they have provided? Just like that, I'll ask questions, and through that, I'm going to find out whether these people are satisfied with the stalls or not. Question. Okay. So this is how we can collect the simple random sampling. So just like that, we collect. That's it. There is no any other method for this. Just like that, probability. Each and every student equal chances. And second one, systematic sample. Systematic sample everyone. Systematic means, for example, odd 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15 odd. Otherwise, even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Otherwise, 5 skip. 5, 10, 15, 20 systematically. So we are going to, for example, you have 60 registration number. So here I am going to collect roll number 5, roll number 10, roll number 50, 20, 25, 30. Otherwise, roll number 2, 4, 6 systematically. Either I can choose even numbers or odd numbers. Otherwise, skip 4 or 5 or 10. We can skip and we can collect the data. That type of sampling is called systematic random sampling. Another one is stratified random sampling. For example, in the group we have 4 desks here. Sampling. For example, one desk into so from one desk I am going to select one student. So we have how many desks here? We have 25 desks. So from one desk I am going to select one student. So similarly, we have nearly 25 desks. So I am going to collect the data from 25 students. Stratified, strata. Some group of people. Girls in the syllabus, boys in the syllabus, first year in the syllabus, from second year I am going to select few students. So this is how we can collect the data. So strata, that means some group of people. And our fourth one is cluster sampling. Cluster sampling assume we have how many sections in BBA? So I want to know the satisfaction level of /B event. So /B event from first year to third year, you have 10 sections, right? How many sections we have? 10 sections. Out of the 10 sections, I am going to collect the data. Whether how about the student satisfaction on /B. So I am going to collect the data from third years. So after group third year A section 60 students, B section 60 students, C section 60 students in the data collect. That type of data is called cluster sampling.